Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but we're going to be talking today about Near protocol. You guys can see Near has been one of the top gainers today as of Sunday, and you guys can see this for yourself. It's right behind SNX, up 15% on the daily time frame. This is something we've been projecting on my channel over the past few days. You know, the overall momentum that we were seeing in Near's charts speaks for themselves, and this move that we're seeing right now does not surprise me at all. But we're going to be talking about what exactly is next and whether or not we're going to see more continuous upside in the upcoming days ahead of us. Now, one thing I want you guys to be paying very close attention to is that on the weekly time frame it's up 25.7%. On the monthly time frame it's up 108%. As I've mentioned to you guys before, you know, Solana really kickstarted this rally, and now we're seeing other coins that have not pumped up, such as Near, really gaining a lot of traction. And of course, Near protocol is a competitor to Solana at the end of the day, and a lot of people are getting quite interesting because there has been a lot of news and developments coming out over the past week that is causing more momentum than we usually can expect for a project. So Near is definitely making some massive moves, and yeah, now let's take a further look as to what is happening and of course what is yet to come. Before we get into the charts, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if we're looking at the price right now, it's currently sitting at $2.10. So this is quite nice to see. And look at the rank. It's ranked at the top 35th spot, which is really nice to see, and it's also up 13.4% in Bitcoin comparative. Looking at the market cap, approaching that $2.1 billion mark, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 320 million. So again, quite interesting developments, and obviously the price is definitely following. But we're going to be taking a closer look at the charts and see what could we be expecting in the upcoming days ahead of us. So, you know, if we're looking at the charts, and especially if we're looking at the bigger picture, as of now, it still seems like Near protocol hasn't done anything at all. But of course, as we go closer into the time frames and take a look at the closer picture, you know, it has been making some moves. So let's take a look at that. But I wanted to give you guys a quick insight as to the historic price patterns for Near protocol. So you guys can see this for yourself. It had an all-time high at $20.68, which was last year at the beginning of the year. So basically, we're from the current price levels, we're 10x away for us to reach that all-time high. And is that a possibility for Near to reach that you know, potentially in the next bull market? I'm potentially thinking that there's no question about that. Reason as to why I think this is the case is because look at how Solana is moving. Now, you guys might be saying Solana and Near have nothing to do with one another, which is totally true. But, you know, now developers are looking for the next option, you know, the next Ethereum. I'm talking development side of things. I've said this continuously on my Solana updates. Nothing will top Ethereum in terms of market valuation, because Ethereum is seen as a store of value now, and that is why BlackRock has, you know, filed for an ETF for ETH. But as far as developers and investors, even institutional investors go, they're looking for the next opportunity where they can make the next massive gains. And you guys know layer 1s, layer 2s are extremely hyped, and I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on Near protocol's ecosystem as well, especially as you know, the POS, the proof of stake. A lot of people love that, and of course this has that to offer, and of course its own unique touch to the tech side of things. But let's take a further look as to what is happening with Near protocol's price and what we could be expecting in the upcoming days ahead of us. So as we zoom in, you guys can see, you know, we've been making quite some moves for the price of Near. Literally on October 20th, the price was at 97 cents. So if anyone picked it up around that range, they're up 111%. And you guys can see this for yourself, that previous resistance, which I was discussing with you guys for quite some time. After we broke out of that resistance, literally we've seen a huge spike within the price. You can see this for yourself. The resistance that I'm referring to was roughly at $1.65, and after that we've seen an additional 27% increase, and I think it still hasn't broken out of the consolidation phase. The consolidation phase comes to an end, in my opinion, once it enters the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, which is still long ways ahead, but it's definitely looking like it wants to start retesting that zone, especially once we reflip this $2.90 resistance. This is where the excitement once again builds, because guys, let's face it, the entire year of 2023 we haven't seen the price go above this $2.90 mark, and this is for a lot of currencies, because of course, you know, we're in a bear market. During a bear market, a lot of consolidation happens, and pretty much coins do trade sideways during times where, you know, you could call it quote unquote boring time. And for Near protocol, it was below this $2.90 at the beginning of the year when we had that mini altcoin rally, the fake out. You guys can see $2.70 did get retested, but we never managed to close above that massive resistance. So pretty much after the FTX collapse, we haven't seen the price of Near break out of this zone, but it's looking like more than ever that it wants to do that this time around. So I do have my eyes on some resistance coming up in the way, especially at that $2.40, and I think pretty much the same thing that was happening with Solana is happening with Near. Of course, the market valuations are completely different, but right now main target is $2.40, and I think in the upcoming days ahead of us we have a strong possibility for this to be reached. Might see a little bit of a minor retracement here, but if this is able to clear out, then the main target, the moment of truth, will be tested. So things are looking quite great as far as BTC is concerned. Bitcoin is holding quite great as well, which is also a huge factor as to why Near protocol has jumped up quite a bit. At the end of the day, you know, Bitcoin is the king of the market, so we will see the correlation play into effect. But you know, let me know down below what you guys think about this. What excites you the most about Near protocol, and do you see Near protocol, you know, retesting its all-time highs or even surpassing all-time highs? If so, why do you think that's the case? And in order to put this into perspective, in order for this to reach in order for this to reach the all-time high, it would be a $20 billion market valuation. So $20 billion market valuation, if you were comparing it with the current coins, that puts it in the current market at the top 8th spot, roughly, right below USDC. So that would be its all-time high. So, you know, if we're looking at the potential ROI, you know, I see it there, especially like I said, layer 1, layer 2. Is the Near protocol going to be here in the next 5 to 10 years? I don't know. You know, no one can tell you that. No one will be able to tell you that. But in the short and medium term, you know, I see the potential. Like I've said, the reason as to why this is the case is because Solana is making a run. You know, the ETH killers, people are looking for those. And as far as institutions goes, these guys are looking for it as well. And especially when the ETF is approved, there's going to be insane amount of money that is going to flow into the space, and these coins will get a lot of money flowing into them. And I'm thinking same thing, similar as to what we've seen in the previous cycle, is going to repeat, but even bigger this time because of the institutional money flowing in. But let me know down below what you guys think, and of course, if you want to see more Near videos, I would bring that to you guys as well. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.